Norway has some of the world's best bike touring. Let's check it out.
We woke up in a beautiful fjord, surrounded by steep mountains. After packing up camp, we rode straight through a 1 kilometer long tunnel. It was surprisingly well lit and even had little pieces of artwork hidden inside. When we popped out the other side, we were greeted by impossibly high, jagged peaks with snow gathered at their base. The scenery was unreal. We descended into the next fjord and followed a beautiful road hugging the coastline. It was sunny, so Laura was excited because she could finally ride through Norway without a jacket. And I loved the narrow roads squeezed between the ocean and towering cliffs. How cool is it that the mountains rise straight out of the sea? After more stunning cliffs, we stumbled upon this bizarre gold toilet overlooking the ocean, complete with what has to be one of the world's most scenic picnic spots. Not a bad place for a paddle or a swim either. And further along the fjord, we found mountains that looked like they'd been raked by a giant. Cute and colourful houses clung to the shorelines everywhere we looked. Norway is clearly a proud country. Flags fly in about every village. On one climb, we found a viewpoint cantilevered out over a cliff. It was packed with tourists. Many of the tunnels have buttons that activate extra warning lights while you're riding through them, which I think is a great idea. These tunnels also eliminate a lot of climbing in Norway. By taking you straight through the mountains, the country is surprisingly flat. It actually feels a bit like cheating. After another scenic descent, the landscape became gentler, giving us the chance to process everything we'd seen. One thing that really stands out here is how incredibly clear the water is. At times, it looks more like a tropical reef than the Arctic. We even spotted 2 whales and loads of jellyfish, some with bright red undersides. One final climb through a marsh brought us to yet another tunnel through a huge mountain. On the other side, we rolled straight past the queue of cars and onto a ferry. And the best bit is that cyclists ride for free in Norway. The warm ferry was the perfect excuse for a quick nap before we arrived on another island in thick fog. It gave the town a mysterious atmosphere. Thankfully, we soon escaped the fog and were rewarded with amazing cliffs and beautiful white sandy beaches. After a few more kilometers, we called it a day and pitched our tent in a sheltered hollow tucked safely away from the wind. That's a day of bike touring in Norway.